Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Fateless video. I do these about every 3 months where I take you right the way through the development of Godforge, our first title. It was actually about 2 years ago now that Dan, Sham and I formed Fateless, and we told you, right, we're on this journey to set up our own game studio and design our own game. So we're well on our way now to building Godforge. We've been building Godforge for about 18 months. We've gone through investment rounds. We're actually just closing a current investment round at the moment. There's a small amount of space. If you are an accredited investor and are interested in that, then I will pin some information down below and you can get in contact with me and speak about that. But yeah, we're basically on the final runway towards launching a product. In July, we're going to be releasing our first alpha. If you signed up to that many moons ago, you're going to see a new email come in your email box over the next couple of weeks, talking about the different phases of alpha that we're releasing and how you can get involved in that. There are going to be juicy prizes for the alpha as well. We want it to be a big community event, a bit like I've done with the Hell Hades free-to-play challenge in the past. So I guess let's kick in and show you where we're at. We are still planning to launch this game by the end of the year. That's the plan. Plans can change. It's really bloody hard to develop a cool game. One of the things we're finding out over time here is that it's just a lot to it, right? And we want to make sure that we deliver a really, really top-class product. So let's get into Godforge. Now, what you're going to find here, because we're kind of like building our way up to alpha, some stuff is placeholder imagery. Okay, some stuff is closer to done than other things, right? So a lot of the functionality works, but it doesn't necessarily mean we've got final images. For example, this Sanctum screen here is a 2D drawn image, like it's a proper artist image of the Sanctum we're going to have, but it's being created right now in 3D, and it will have things like VFX and, you know, small animations and that type of stuff to really bring it to life. But the vibe, the mood is kind of what we wanted to go for. We've got a kind of like battle menu here with the different things that you can do. For the alpha experience, there will be a cavern where you work your way down the caverns to eventually fight Fafnir, a dragon. There will be a 1-star reward for clearing a stage and a 2-star if you complete like a challenge along the way. And there will be a community competition around these caverns to see who can basically beat up Fafnir the quickest and all that type of stuff. So as I say, there's some stuff here which is placeholder, but all of the systems are basically being built out right now, including, you know, the ability to sort of go in, battle your enemy, all of that type of stuff. But some of the stuff, as you can see in the top right, is just small bugs which we can just iron out as we get close to our alpha release. I'm going to show you combat before I show you some other stuff, because I guess this is some of the fresher things that you wouldn't have seen in previous videos where I've done kind of like highlight stuff. I won't just do all high level champs. I'll show you some of the lower level ones as well. Okay, good selection of heroes here. And one of the, I guess, one of the thoughts or concerns or whatever was, you know, visually, is this the only camera we're going to see with this kind of like cinematic view where we're, you know, one foe versus the enemy? This wave is literally set up as one enemy, so you're not getting a full vibe of what's going on. But anyway, we've kind of like set up different cameras now, which we're still playing around with, but the cameras give us the ability to quick toggle, you know, play around with what you're going to see as a player. So all of that will be in for the alpha. From the alpha, we really want to get feedback. We want experience. We want, you know, how does gameplay feel? You know, do the abilities hit and have the right sort of impact? That type of stuff. So here we get Odin throwing in his ravens and his wolves. Hell can bring some of the divines. Super sweet ability. We've got Asag, who's one of our giants here. Let's just get him in there to throw in some lava. Pup. You see the little blue flashes? That's because I'm in Unity and I've not used this skill yet before. But yeah, we're basically working right now to refine things like camera work and that type of imagery. As of releasing this video, the Godforge YouTube channel will be live. It's going to be like our official channel where we'll drop things like, you'll be able to find right now, the playlist for the music in game, our cinematic. When we do things like developer patch notes, they'll go onto this channel. We will still continue to do our weekly YouTube videos on Fateless, which is more like a dev blog stroke, meet the team, understand what we're doing type of channel, honestly. But yeah, I do a weekly video where I talk about updates that we're building out, where we do a podcast with all people from industry and people from our team. So really cool, interesting videos here twice a week. For the alpha experience, basically we've built this cavern to be like a playtest environment for that cycle of leveling heroes, upgrading teams, building out teams, facing different challenges, facing a couple of bosses. So the idea is you kind of work your way down the caverns, and you decide where you're going to farm to empower your team the best. We'll have leaderboards around progress. We'll have a final boss where there's unlimited damage. Therefore, it's just down to like how much damage can you get done in the time allowed. But yeah, anything really from the ability to upgrade heroes and empower them will be available as rewards during the caverns. So pretty much all of the functionality around that is working in game. Some stuff still needs to be ironed out, but we're really confident we're going to be ready for the time we've set out in July. We're really in the point now where screen by screen, we're just kind of like playtesting stuff, making sure that our pop-ups work properly, making sure that all of the visuals feel right. We're still making some tweaks to that type of stuff as we talk right now. Being able to sort of go in to, I don't know, like a food champion and just be like, right, I just want to upgrade this champion and make them ready. I can also fill, another food champion in there to take them to the next level. All of that stuff is working. And then I can take, someone that I actually want to level up properly and be like, right, bam, let's take them up. Also fill my food. Do I have enough food for the next level? No, I need to get one more. So all of these things are working as we would want them to work. All of our experience and gold and all of the different, currencies are all working, are all effective in game. Gear is working. It's just needs some visual tweaks right now. So all of the sets do what they say they're going to do. All of the drops and stuff are right. I can go into the enhancement screen and enhance and empower my substats and that type of stuff. So everything like that is working, and I can then go in and equip that piece onto my hero along with the full set. So if I wanted to try and find, do I even have a set? Yeah. So there's some visual issues, but the numbers are correct. And yeah, you can now see that I've got this this set equipped. So this set is the dragon, and it's given me resistance on each turn. But yeah, all of that type of functionality is now working. There's a lot of tweaks that we need to do, like on visuals. Like we've got some small VFX in on heroes, but we don't have like the full VFX suite for our heroes in. Some have got more treatment than others. Like Hell here is looking really freaking awesome, and it's got like cool idol breakers and stuff like that going off. So the Queen of Helheim is where it's at, whereas someone who's new into the fray, let's see, someone like Ymir, one of our giants, is literally just T-pose still because he hasn't got his full animations in yet. We do have some cool idol breakers coming in with a lot of flair, I would say, which feels sweet. I think it feels rewarding when you get a legendary and you can really like get in close and look at the detailed work and quality of visual. And this honestly is before we've done our sort of polish phase of lighting and shaders and all that type of stuff, which will happen much closer to when we're launching the game. We've got some things where it already looks cool, but it's not finalized. Show you another cool one. This is always a crowd favorite, Pandora. Just really, honestly, quite stunning work. The box is unleashing something. We've got a bunch of creatures in the game now, like Bork here, looking cool. You saw Quetzalcoatl. We've got Shishi, who's like a jade creature. Kate Sif as well, looking pretty cool. We've got giants, we've got creatures, we've got dragons, we've got minotaurs, we've got werewolves. Like, it's looking pretty sweet. Skadi from Norse mythology here. Like visually, I think we're now starting to really turn a corner and get closer to where we want to be for like final release. So yeah, tons going on in the game, tons going on in the build. Honestly, for me, one of the most rewarding things I've ever done in my life. You know, as I say, we started this company 2 years ago. We've been building the game for 18 months, and it feels now to the point where we're getting pretty slick, and you know, the game is playable and feels like a game. So I've turned on a cheat. I've put always ultimate on as a cheat. Just want to show you some of the mechanics here. So we can literally go back-to-back ults on my team. So I could take Hell and apply her ult. If she didn't absolutely pulverize the whole wave, it's still my turn. Like I say, well, hold on a minute. I've saved my Ra's ult as well. So we get some Ra ultage going off with him unleashing. And if he didn't do the finishing blow, I could have used my other ults as well. So there'll be some really fun sort of synergistic stuff there. As I say, still placeholder screens in certain places like this one. But the game is really coming together. Really excited for you guys to try the alpha experience. And yeah, absolutely been amazing building Godforge, building Fateless as a business. Yeah, can't wait for you guys to be involved. Anyway, that's it for today. I've been Hell Hades. That's your 3 monthly Fateless update, and I'll see you soon.